So there's two apps that we use when we do AI audio editing. And the beautiful part about AI audio editing is it's so simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this in the chat so you guys have the app. So give me 2 seconds. So Auto Studio is the first one. And the other one is Adobe Podcast. Adobe Podcast, you have to have a membership. They'll let you do it for free, but it's like limited. But Auto Studio, you don't have to have a membership. They'll give you 20 minutes of free editing. And then if you want to increase that, then you can increase that. But I tend to find I only do it for final edits. So once the edit's final, it's not likely you're going to have too many videos that are super long. But if you do need additional tokens, or if you need additional minutes, then you can get those just by upgrading your plan. But you get 20 for free. So that works for most people. So did you guys get those links? Just so I know. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in this testimonial video. And so if you listen, actually.
Shout out to Framey. Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles, the videographer, photographer.
So you guys hear how the music is in the background when you're listening to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drag it and drop it on top of Auto. Scoot this over. So now it's inside of it. And so, like I said, so simple. So we're going to play it again so you guys can hear
it. Shout out to Framey. Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles.
Okay, so you guys hear the music in the background. So all you do is click Auto Volume and Reduce Background. And then the AI will go ahead and start to render it. So it'll take a few minutes, normally like 1 minute. It's pretty quick. So it's almost finished. And so what it shows is the original and then the enhanced version. So right now it's on the enhanced version. So now we're going to play it.
Give a shout out to Framey. Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles, the videographer, photographer that is actually shooting this right now. So
do you see how I just took the audio and cleaned it right up? All the music that you heard in the background is clean. It's gone, really. So that I really, really love. And then all you do is hit export and then it's done, right? So what that took you probably a minute or 2 minutes, right? The other one that we use is Adobe. So Adobe's can get, it's very strong. So it can be hit or miss, just kind of depending. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in that same audio. So now with Adobe's, you can do the audio. You can't do the video and the audio. So you have to have the audio separate. It takes a little bit of time to render and load up, whereas Auto, you kind of can just toss it in and do it, and it happens pretty seamlessly. So we'll wait a second. It usually takes like 2 minutes. But I'll pause for questions while that's uploading. Did you guys have any questions? Nope, to the point. Okay, perfect. So it is uploaded already. So here's the thing. You have strength levels on this one, so you can tweak it a little bit more than you can on the other one. So I'm going to take it all the way down so you guys can hear it again, what it's like with it or without it.
Give a shout out.
And then as you're tweaking it, you can pull it up. I like to do kind of in the middle, but you get to do whatever feels best.
Out to Framey. Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles.
So you can still hear the music a little bit, so you can keep tweaking it and pulling it out.
Out to Framey. Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles.
So it doesn't do as clean of a job with the music as Auto does to me, but it works for what it needs to work for. So let's just say you wanted the music back there, but you didn't want it to be like overshadowing the actual audio. So it separated it enough so that you can still hear the audio very clearly, but the music is lower.
This is I wanted to give a shout out to Framey.
And again, you can keep dialing in as much as you want. Now, I'm going to show you guys what happens when you dial in too much. So let's just go here.
Thank you to the platform for connecting me with Charles, the videographer photographer that is actually shooting it.
So it took all the music out of the background, but now the voice is a little distorted a little bit. Like if you listen, it kind of is like glitching a little bit because the AI is replacing it altogether.
Right now. So I'm gonna give a shout out. For those of you out there interested, please check out Framey's platform, connect with videographer.
So you see how you got to kind of fine tune it so it works best for you. But those are both very, very easy. Like you need to clean up your audio, toss it in there. What I'll do sometimes is I'll do one in Auto and I'll do one in Adobe Podcast. And then I'll put them in Premiere and I'll mix them together. So I'm getting the very correct style that I want. But sometimes you can just do Auto by itself and it works fine. Like I did Auto by itself with the first video that we just saw. That was fine for me. So I would be good to leave it there. I wouldn't do anything else. I would just export it. And then sometimes you can do Adobe Podcast by itself. And that works fine as well. So you guys just choose your own adventure. Whichever one is going to work best for you. That is the one that you will land on. So yeah, that was so to the point. I told you guys it was going to be super quick. It's super easy. Any questions before we hop? Nope, nothing.
I have one quick question.
Yes.
I'm working with a client right now. One person was recording audio at my little studio, and their cell phone went off during the recording.
Yep.
And I don't know if any of these tools can actually like wipe that out. I don't know if that's even possible.
Yeah, you can try it. So it depends on the way that it works is by wavelengths. So it just depends on how close the cell phone was to the person. So if it's like blaring and going off, then we don't know, if that's not, it might not. But if it's like a little bit further away and it went off, then likely it can pull it out. So I would just try it to see and just like kind of tweak it to see, what is best for you. But at bare minimum, it should be able to lower it depending on where it's at in the shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I use Adobe Podcast, so I do animations and things like that sometimes. And so whenever I'm doing using voices, like voice actors, I always run it through Adobe Podcast because I don't need any background information or anything like that. So it's pretty clean for that. But I do like what's the Sequoia show with Otto.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm doing animation. I took their picture and animating them, just doing something like that. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it out.
Yeah, test it and see. Let us know. Drop it in the chat and let us know how it works out for you guys. But yeah, we are good to go. Thank you guys for showing up, and hopefully you guys can put this in your tool arsenal. I know we've seen some Midjourney and some other projects, some ChatGPT. So hopefully this is a good one for you guys to mix up into your workflows as well.